What's up guys, welcome back to another Totally Tuesday. Today I want to talk about some of my favorite anime series. So throughout this whole pandemic crisis, I've been watching a ton more TV than I normally do, and most of the shows that I've been watching are anime. So I figured it's time for me to talk about some of my current favorites. Starting with number 5, we have Demon Slayer. And don't hate me for this, but I just started watching this show at the beginning of the year. And I know I'm late to the party, but I'm glad I gave this show a chance because it's absolutely amazing. Demon Slayer follows the story of Tanjiro, a boy who lost his family to a demon attack, but he had one surviving member, his little sister, who happened to be turned into a demon after the attack. Due to their strong bond, however, his sister became a demon that refused to eat humans. Instead, she helps them and she joins Tanjiro on his journey to find the demon responsible for turning her into one and curing her condition. This is one of the most beautiful animes I've ever seen. The art style is unlike any other anime I've encountered, and the battles are created with stunning detail that easily outmatches anything I've seen on TV. There's only one season right now, so it's easy to catch up to, and the movie also just came out, and based on the reviews that I've heard, it's a must-see. Number 4 is My Hero Academia, and I fell in love with this show when it first released. The concept of heroes being turned into a profession that you had to go to school for was super cool to me. It was like one of those childhood fantasies you have where you're at school and all your friends have powers and you become these heroes and secret identities. They created an anime out of it. My Hero Academia follows a young boy who is born without powers in a world where 90% of the population are born with some type of ability. But despite not having powers, he risked his life to save his bully, which garnered the attention of the world's #1 hero who was about ready to retire. This hero, known as All Might, had the power of One for All, and it's capable of being passed down from one generation to the next. So All Might took it upon himself to pass his power to this young kid with a lot of potential, and you follow his journey along with his friends as they become heroes in their own right. So after watching the first few seasons of this show, I kind of fell off, but not because of the quality, it's just because I had less time and there were more things to watch and do. But after jumping back into it, I finally caught up to where the series is now, and I gotta say, watching their journeys has been an absolute adventure. You can see how they develop their powers over time and learn how to be real heroes. It even touches on things I never would have imagined when it comes to being a professional hero. It gives me Naruto vibes in the sense that these are young people coming of age with abilities that they need to control in order to get stronger, but modernizes it in a way that touches on real life society. Moving on to anime number 3, which is a show called Haku. So this past year, I entered the world of sports anime and I was pleasantly surprised by this one. This show follows Shoyo Inada, a volleyball player who is too short to be considered good, but along with the help of his team, becomes a formidable player. And if you see me watching this show, you think I'm a dad watching his kid do well in a sport because I regularly jump cheering from the insane plays that happen in this show. And it's not even always the main characters. I even get hyped up for the characters who would be considered antagonists. The writers do a good job of depicting the motivations and strengths of each character without making them seem like outright villains. It's hilarious, fun to watch, and will have you wanting to play volleyball all summer long. Seriously, if you're planning on playing volleyball anytime soon, invite me, because I want to get some of those zero tempo shots going on. And if you don't know what that is, check out the show. It's awesome. I promise you'll have a good time. Now, number 2 is definitely the oldest anime on this list, but I just started watching it. It's called One Piece. Now, I'm fairly new to One Piece, and this one isn't for everyone, but not because it's not good, it's just because it's ridiculously long. As it's heading towards its 1000th episode, if it's not already there, this one is definitely an undertaking that most people aren't going to jump into. But I persevered and made great strides over the course of the last year, and I gotta say this has become one of my favorite anime of all time. Watching the journey of the Straw Hat Pirates was some of the most fun I've had watching an anime in years. The characters are lovable, the story is absolutely fantastic, and depending on the arc, this show will tug at your heartstrings. Now, I won't spoil anything, but the part I reached before I had to give it a break had me so emotional that I had to give it a break. If you love anime and want something long to jump into, definitely give this one a shot. Now, I'm probably gonna receive some hate for this, but currently for me, my #1 and greatest anime of all time is still Naruto. I've watched and rewatched the series a few times over the years, and I just can't get enough of it. Yes, some of the fillers aren't too great, but watching the story of Naruto Uzumaki grow from the most hated person in the village to someone they can all count on through his sheer willpower is so entertaining to me. I've watched and rewatched the series a few times over the years, and I just can't get enough of it. Yes, some of the fillers aren't too great, but watching Naruto's journey as he turns from the most hated person to the village to somebody that they all rely on is something that I just can't get enough of. I love the characters and I enjoy being in the age range where I was able to watch and grow with them over the years, all the way to the newest series, Boruto, where they're now all adults. Watching the evolution of Naruto's world as the series progressed was so compelling, and the fact that it's continuing with Boruto makes me so happy, even though it didn't really start off the way I wanted it to. But now it's turning into the sequel to the franchise that I've always been wanting, and I highly recommend giving it a shot and even checking out Boruto if you are in for the long haul, because again, it doesn't really start off the way you want it to, but if you stick with it, trust me, it gets really good. So that's it. Let me know what some of your favorite anime are and I will definitely check them out. Make sure to stay tuned for more content because I am working on some exciting things that I can't wait to show you, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace to the OUT. Later.